Okay, so final thing, let's go ahead and solve it a couple different ways. We've already done it the way that we know that works with stacking our decimal places and place values, but let's check it out with the way that they've been working on it. All right, so we have 2/10, 100th, and 5 thousandths over here. We have 2/10, 300ths, and no thousandths over on this side. So all of a sudden, we might already be able to tell which one is bigger because both have 2/10, but one has more hundredths than the other, right? So the one with the more hundredths has the greater value. So once again, by looking at these pictures, we can tell that 23 hundredths has the greater value because, oops, because 23, it's not, oh, it's doing that thing where I have to write with the mouse, which I'm terrible at. 23 hundredths is larger. 300ths is larger than 100th, so we could use this and this to help us compare. All right, and then the next one, place value discs. So we'll move forward. They filled out the rest of the place value discs. So we have 2/10 discs, 100th, and 5,000th on this, or 3,000. No, they did that wrong. There should be 5 of these pink things. So whoever's working, they're working really hard. We all make mistakes. It is totally fine. Just imagine. Oh, you don't even have to imagine. Let me get a. Oh, let me try. Do I have pink? I have pink. Okay. All right, that's gonna look bad, but there's one more, and there's one more. Ta-da! We made it. All right, so we have 2/10 discs, 1/100th disc, and then 5,000th discs. All right, and then over here we have 2/10 discs and 3/100th discs. So we cannot tell which one's bigger from looking at the tenths discs because they both have 2. But we can tell which one is bigger by looking at the hundredths discs because there's 1 over here and there are 3 over here. So once again, that shows us which one is bigger. All right, next one, number line. So as you can see, these two are exceptionally close on the number line because they are not that far off. 100th and 300ths are not that far off. That's like saying 21 cents and 23 cents. It's only 2 pennies different, right? And that's why these two numbers are showing up so close on the number line. Because my pen stopped working, I don't think that it's going to look pretty if I do this, but I'm going to try. So that first one, that first number right there is 215 thousandths, right? It is earlier on the number line because of the fact that it only has 1 in the hundredths. This has 3 in the hundredths, which means that this one right here is going to be our 23 hundredths because it has 2 in the tenths place and 3 in the hundredths place. All right, so once again, with the number line, we can tell that 23 hundredths is the greater number because 23 hundredths comes on the number line later. All right, so if you decide, remember, you're going to do this and then you're going to take notes. But if you decide that you are going to do the extra assignment today, the extra practice, remember, something about a race, the smallest number in a race is the winner, right? If I run the track in 1 minute and you run the track in 30 seconds, your number is smaller, so you are the winner, right? Whoever gets around fastest is the winner. So if you end up doing the extra activity today, make sure that you remember that the fastest person has the smallest number in a race, all right? So now that you've watched your lesson to learn about decimal place value, go ahead and take your comparing decimal notes in the other video, and then work on Dreambox if you've completed those 2 things, and you can always do your extra practice if you want to take it to the next level. All right. Well, have a good or have a good day. Have a good whatever you're experiencing right now, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.